Good morning to everybody. How are you this fine day? I'm at the wetlands again here at Bombera in Canberra. It is a nice sunny day. It is quite warm. It's probably about 16-17 degrees at the moment. And my thoughts for the day, or my aspiration today, it's the best way of putting it, is all about the perceptions that we place in the Akashic records, our personal Akashic record, and how that perception rules the surroundings that we find ourselves in, rules the way that we react to the surroundings that we find ourselves in, and rules the way that people react to us. And really, it's all about you perceive your surroundings based on past experience, passed on what you've already experienced, or always experienced even. And it's so important to learn a way of overriding those perceptions and being open to rewriting those perceptions. And I look at the human mind like it is a computer. And computers, hard drives, computer space gets virused. It gets adware, it gets malware, it gets Trojans put in there, and it gets the computer reacting in a different way to how it was programmed to react. I feel that it's no different here on the Earth plane. I feel that our mind space has malware, adware, Trojan viruses put in there. And this is why we think and react differently to how we are supposed to, or we're programmed to do. So I believe we come into this plane with a blueprint, an intention, a journey, an experience. Then we get virused. We don't have a personal firewall anymore. I believe that firewall has been switched off, which permits the archonic force to come in and place the Trojans, place the malware and the adware, which is the perceptions that it wants us to react. The adware being the perceptions, being the advertised things that it wants us to experience, to distract us from what we should be. The malware, again, is placed there for us to react in different ways to what we're supposed to be thinking, or we agreed to think. You then get the Trojan horses, the Trojans that come in, and they absolutely screw up your mental space. They absolutely screw up your head space and forces you right off the trail that you're supposed to be on. And that's what I believe happens. I believe when we first vibrate and plan to reanimate ourselves on this vibration, we're totally ignorant of or unaware of the archonic force and its attack. And I think once we get through and we land on this plane, we're completely separated from the spirit world, and nobody is getting back to the spirit world to warn people. And we keep incarnating, and we are basically being hijacked by these Trojans, by this adware. And none of us are able to actually get back to the true spirit world. We leave this particular vibration, and they have put an identical world there that we vibrate into when we pass, that we're fooled into thinking is the spirit world. We're then fooled to reincarnate back into this space, and it is a vicious cycle. So when you actually pass from this plane, you don't go to the actual spirit world, you go into a fake spirit world, and you are faked, or you are deceived into reincarnating back to this particular level. And this is what I believe the archonic force has done, and they do this with this adware, this Trojans, and it is all really about how a Trojan or an adware can steal your homepage on the internet and direct you to the pages that those adwares, the people behind the adwares, want you to go on. So I believe that our homepage, our front consciousness, is really we've been directed there by this rogue adware. So this is the best way that I actually get to explaining this thing, so I'll speak more about it later. Bye for now. I perceive that the hijacking is actually going on between the real dimension, the truth dimension of the spirit world, and this, the fake dimension. Somewhere in the middle of all that, the incarnate force has had an ability to hijack us, hijack our consciousness, and direct us into this earth plane vibration. And it's got to be like an adware. It's got to be something that sounds absolutely wonderful and absolutely plausible for so many souls to actually come into this particular incarnation. But I'm pretty sure, damn sure that the true spirit world, the true vibration, is aware of this process going on. And I believe that this is the story of the fall of Atlantis, the first fall, the second fall. We're probably in the third fall, and people trying to get us back, being aware that what is occurring, that we've fallen into this wonderful physical matter vibration where you can create these thoughts and have all these different experiences. I think that's what's been selling this virtual reality program without realizing it's a trap. It's a honeypot. It's like a Venus flytrap that once you're pulled in, it's virtually impossible to get out, and you're kept in here to generate fear from your consciousness, so you're being basically fed off. And that's really what the shortfall is here. We're being deceived. We've been really fallen for clever advertising by the archonic force. They've created this illusion, and for some people it's absolute sheer bliss. They've got all the financial riches that they've ever wanted, because really they're obviously submitting to what the archonic force wants, and that's what I believe is giving the archonic force a physical form to actually experience this creation, and that is what I believe these demonic possessions are. It's the archonic force taking over a physical form in this world, taking over a human form, and that is why people get all the riches, and this is what I believe selling your soul is all about. On the other hand, those who completely deny the archonic force, who repel the archonic force, who are aware of its dastardly deed, I believe we are the ones that will get the hardship, will get the difficulty, and that's the spiritual path, because we're aware that there is a big deception going on, and that is why we basically have underestimated perhaps the power of this physical world and the ability that it has to actually repel you, keep you here, and use you really as a different type of food source. But it's all about being used as a food source, being used as an experiencing tool, being used as a witness, being used as a watcher. It is all for this archonic force to try and evolve into a form, trying to escape its shitty vibration, and it's created this fake vibration from our thoughts and our memories, and its deeds are really to create a world for itself based on our memories. And to be able to do that, these archonic forces need a physical form, and they're trying to learn from us how to have a physical form in their own right, and that is what I believe is another situation that's happening here. So this is just my perception, this is just my take on my understanding of this universe as I dig into the Akashic records and I dig deeper and deeper into everything. This is sort of the impressions that I get, and I'm putting it into words from my own experience, from my own viewpoint. So if you're watching this, my witnesses, then please don't take it as gospel fact, but please understand I am feeling this from my own heart centre, from my own vibration. So thank you for watching. Your surroundings, that which you see around you in your now vibration, and remember there is only a now vibration, everything else ceases to exist, and it is reanimated when you actually come to that scene in this reality. But what you've got in your now vibration reacts to your perceptions, reacts to your subconscious, and it is always a reflection of what is going on within you. That's what I firmly believe. So if you've got adversity, you feel like you're an outsider, you feel that you've got issues with most people, and most people have issues with you, and people have problems related to you, then that is basically the perception that you are putting out to the outside physical world, and it is based on past experiences. That's really what perceptions are all about. They are really giving you a running commentary of what you are thinking and feeling at any one time. And in order to change your physical surroundings, physical experiences, and this is the magic, you tamper with or reprogram or re-evaluate your perceptions and your thoughts and everything that is going on in the deep subconscious. The magicians, the best magicians of all time, are the ones that are able to tap into their deepest, innermost consciousness and reprogram their thoughts, reprogram their Akasha, reprogram their Akashic record, and then, hey presto, their surroundings and their circumstances change as if by magic. You don't do it the other way. You cannot affect the physical world by trying to make physical movement. You cannot change a physical object by attaching yourself to that physical object. I believe telekinesis and all these other arts are created within the subconscious. The subconscious visualizes something moving, or the subconscious visualizes the change in life, and you then make adjustments within your energy field, and then the way that you react changes because you put a different vibration or a different energy out into your surroundings. Remember, this is your internet homepage, so technically you can rewrite this homepage and you can make suitable changes and adjustments to this homepage. And it is all about thinking it. It is really essential to understand that you can change your physical world just by thinking those changes. And it is a truth, it is a spiritual, mystical truth. It is basically fact, and it is something that is being employed by ancient mystics for millions of years. It is fact.